Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Grayson, a creative, a natural hair stylist, and an educator. Over here on my side of YouTube, you will find expert information on how to care for your hair and your locks, as well as other lifestyle content. As you can tell by the title of this video, I will be sharing specifically my routine with dyeing my hair. Now, I am not a colorist. I do not color anyone else's hair but my own. But this method that I use has not really failed me. I'll be giving you my entire routine on how I get perfectly bleached hair and eyebrows. I am not a licensed cosmetologist, so do all of these things at your own risk. I hope it all works for you. We're gonna get right into this video. If you want to see me go from this to this, just keep on watching. Hey y'all, so I'm gonna just do a voiceover so that this can be a little bit more efficient and I can get straight to the point. Hello. So here's what you'll need to start. You will need 40 volume developer, powder lightener, gloves, applicator brush and bowl, shimmer light shampoo and conditioner, and then a shower cap, as well as a misting bottle, and you'll see how I use that. So first you want to add the powder. I use a mask because sometimes the fumes can be a little bit too much, and then I slowly add the developer to get a specific consistency. And you'll see that while I stop for a little bit, it starts to oxidize, so you will want to add more liquid later. But yeah, I'm going to put my robe on or cape on so I don't mess myself up, and then also protect my skin by adding shea butter around my hairline and on top of my ears. So yeah, that's that thick consistency that it got to. So I'm just going to add a little bit more developer to get back to the consistency that I want. Now, when I'm applying the bleach to my hair, I start in the middle because the perimeter of my head tends to bleach a lot faster. So I like to make sure that I get an even coat around the middle of my head before I apply to the edges. Because if you apply to the edges, it will literally start to bleach like before you even get to the middle and the back. Especially when you're doing it yourself, you can't really see the back, so it might take you some time. So save the edges for last. So here you see me going in with the edges very carefully, making sure to outline it, staying on top of the shea butter and making sure not to get onto my forehead where my skin is exposed. And don't worry about the shea butter. You can put it right on top of that. For whatever reason, it seeps through the shea butter and gets on there. So use your mirrors. I have a big mirror and a handheld mirror that I'm using to make sure that I get in there and that I'm very careful and not putting it on my skin, because baby, it will burn. Okay, we are using 40 volume developer and it will burn. So being very careful about that. This is sped up, but trust me, in real time, I am taking my time with this. Getting behind my ear to make sure there's just not too splotchy. And since I have so much more left over, I don't have that much hair to bleach, I just like to lather it on, like, you know, layers and layers, you know, just to make sure that I get all of the hairs. When I first started bleaching my hair, I would miss a lot of spots, and so I just add more bleach than I really need to make sure that that does not happen. I like it to be caked up. I ain't gonna hold you. If I got extra, I might as well use it. So I like to just make sure it's all in there. So I like to just comb it through. Also, like, if your hair is longer than mine, you definitely want to do this part so that you can make sure it's getting like down to the root, actually coating the strand as opposed to like sitting on top of them. Comb through and lay it back down. So harder to do that in the back, so I'm not gonna do back there because it's just gonna fall all over the place. But if you want to just make sure that it's like actually getting in, and you might realize that you're getting it down to the root, so you might need to apply a little bit more. So combing all the way through that. Make sure you are not doing too much at a time because it will literally fall off. You don't want it to fall in your face. It helps to have like a towel or tissue nearby just in case you need to do this. And I don't want to get any on my gloves. So So if you can see, I recently did my eyebrows last week, and so some of that black hair is coming through. You can see the blonde hair on top. So I'm just gonna do that very light coating. Baby, be careful. Do this at your own risk. Thing with my brows is that I care that it's even, but I don't really care too much. Cause if there is still some black hairs in there, then I just fix it with makeup when I need to. Wipe it from skin where it doesn't need to be. These hooded eyes will play you and transfer the bleach onto your lid. I can already feel the bleach kind of settling in on my hair, so I'm going to take this shower cap. I'm going to spray all inside of here with water. Ideally, this would be misting instead of like the stream of spray, but it'll do the job just the same. So you want to spray all inside of here. What that will do is kind of create like a greenhouse effect of sorts, for lack of a better word. The heat that's coming off of my head and off of the bleach will create like steam that keeps the bleach from drying out. Make sure you have a misting bottle. I just had extra water collected at the bottom that I just poured out, but you don't want water running because that's gonna make the bleach run just like that. Just like that. Do this at your own risk because that could be tragic. Make sure you're pulling this down as far as it can go to completely cover everything. And that. I feel some of my skin burning, so I'm just gonna make sure this bleach is off my skin and only on hair as much as possible. So I'm gonna try to leave that for about 30 to 40 minutes. Thankfully, I have a lot of like cleaning to do in here. Someone's renting my suite tomorrow. She'll be in here working. So I need to clean up and get it ready for her. So I'll do that. And then hopefully by the time I'm done that, my hair is at a really good spot in order to rinse it out. So I wanted to chat real quick about the method that I used last time on my eyebrows. Actually today, since I don't have a misting bottle here at the salon, I feel like I took it home or something. It's not here, but just to try to explain it to you, if it's a mist bottle, y'all, like it, not a stream, it needs to be a mist. Last time I got even bleach across my eyebrows because I made sure that this stayed wet by covering my eyes, spraying this, and then obviously drying my eyes off. I'm not going to do it with the spray bottle that I have today because as you can see, as before, it's not a mister and I just don't want to risk it. So I'll just give you a sneak peek. It's been 18 minutes at this point and I'll just show you show up, or if you can see, I'll just give you at 18 minutes doing this. I like to just kind of push it off of my hair first to see what's happening under there. So as you can tell, it's definitely bleaching and everything. I'm gonna try and do another 20 minutes. I know this is bleached, but the middle and all of this might not be. I have been scratching my hair over the last few days, so I'm feeling a little bit of tingling, but it's not burning and it's definitely not unbearable. For me, it never gets to the point where it's unbearable, where I'm like running to the water. Yeah, I'm gonna do another 20 more minutes. It is tingling, but I'll be fine. I'm gonna eat and pop back in when it's time to rinse this all out. Hey y'all, so I am at the, what's that? 40-minute mark, or just before 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off of my eyebrows first. I'm not gonna shampoo my eyebrows. I'm gonna wet this towel. One thing that I did do, I know I mentioned as far as like the spray or whatever, if you just get like your fingers wet and just kind of dab it on there, it'll keep it a little moist. So I did that one time while I was waiting. From the looks of it, it's actually very even, and it might be because I actually put more bleach on my eyebrows than I normally do. So I'm just gonna wipe this off with my towel, my wet towel. Yeah, I am extremely pleased with how my brows turned out this time. Like, I would dare to say that this is the most even it's ever been. So shout out to me making this video because maybe that helped. So yeah, my eyebrows are pretty even. There's a little bit of black hair. It's kind of like on the ends and kind of sprinkled throughout, but again, I don't really care too much. You will be able to see that the skin around my eyebrows is pretty red. I mean, I put bleach right there, so I'm not surprised, but it isn't too sore, and I just use some Dawn soap, like dish soap, to neutralize it and just wipe it off since I will not be shampooing them. So next is the shampoo, and here I am rinsing my own hair. Y'all, I wish I had somebody to help me out with this, but it's cool. I love the water pressure. I'm going to use that Shimmer Lights purple shampoo twice. I always do that. I've shampooed twice, and then I use the conditioner once, and sometimes I'll even let the conditioner sit for a little bit. And since I am not doing any toning, I haven't been toning for a really long time because I'm lazy and I just don't want to do the extra step of toning. So I kind of use the conditioner and the shampoo as toning. So yeah, here are the finished results. Like I said, very even all over. At the front, there's like a little patch where it could be perceived as like a bald spot or something like that, but it's not. It's really just I need to brush my hair. But yeah, I love it. I've had this video requested a lot, and again, I want to say that I am not a professional colorist, but it works for me. Let me know if you have any questions below or if I missed anything in this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.